in the next 5-10 years, the real estate in Enugu will overtake Port Harcourt, Lagos.
Wow.
Because a lot is happening. It's the Igbos that develop Abuja and Lagos.
This is Truth Tribe.
All right, welcome back, my wonderful audience, to another week of an exciting theme, which happens to be real estate in 042. Today we have a wonderful person in our midst. But trust me, before I talk about him, I want to introduce my wonderful co-host, the only Achalugo in our midst, the last born of True Tribe podcast. Please, let's put our hands together for Miss Peace.
Oh, Dogo, please. You flatter me a lot.
All right, I like keeping it simple, you know. I'm Destiny by name. Okay, today we'll be talking again about real estate in 042, and we'll have our wonderful special guest, who happen to be a political science personality from ESUT. He has a MBA too from ESUT Business School too. And I don't know what to say more about him, but trust me, this person is so wonderful to us. So I want us to stay tuned as we keep watching. Thank you.
Not just that, he has proven a track record of real estate leadership.
Yes.
He is the chairman of REDAN, that's Real Estate Developers Association, here in Enugu Chamber.
Wow.
That is, we're not having a small man here. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Miss Peace. Thank you, Destiny.
This person happens to be Mr. or Engineer Henry Ike Chima. Let's put our hands together for our special guest, Engineer Henry Ike Chima.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, so we have our topic for today. We have the viability of real estate here in Enugu. So all this profile we've seen, sir, you have a robust educational profile. So how did you cope while pursuing all these educational careers?
Yeah, thank you,
You're welcome.
Miss Peace. Yeah, I'm Engineer Chima Henry Ike, REDAN Chairman Enugu. Well, real estate is an interesting journey and sector. Well, let me say, I used to be an art student when I was in secondary school.
Okay.
After graduation, I've worked for a while. You know, I used to be in Lagos before I moved back to Enugu. That is when I now found love in real estate. And that is when the passion started. And I started going further to do it and do it well. That is when the second degree started coming up so I could do real estate and do it very well. That is how the engineer came about. So it's been an interesting journey in trying to do your passion. And that was what was the motivating factor in real estate.
At least there's a favorite quote that says, whatever you're fine doing, you do it well.
Yes. So
okay.
So how long have you been in real estate?
Yes, I've been in real estate for like 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. That was when I moved back to Enugu because I used to be a banker. I worked in telecom, NTN. Then when I moved back to Enugu, I joined real estate. That was when the former governor of Enugu State, Dr. Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, posted me to Ministry of Land. So in Ministry of Land, that is when I got most of the knowledge in real estate that I got. I have very wide knowledge on real estate because I've worked in Ministry of Land as one of the SA to then commissioner and the governor then on in Ministry of Lands, Enugu State then. So I used to be an apprentice, so I got my knowledge from Ministry of Land as an apprentice before I now moved into my own company, which is now Cedar Home Smart Developer in 2019 when it was really established. But before then, I was into real estate, Thank you.
Okay. So what type of real estate development do you specify on?
Yes, I used to do land banking, buy and sell, buy and build, but now we're into developments, proper development now. We build bungalows, we build duplex in some of our estates. It's been there. People now come and buy and leave. Okay. So we are now into proper development than what we used to do before now, because this is what really develop a city, not bush anymore. So we now decide to measure into this.
So it have made it easier for people to just buy the home and build instead of from the scratch.
Yes, it makes it easier because some people may not really want to go the rigorous of buying land and start building, but now they can trust us to deliver a home that is their dream home for them to live in. Because some of our clients don't stay in Enugu, some don't stay in Nigeria, and some don't feel comfortable for time frame of long, so they want to start talking before they're even back. So it makes it easier for them. When they come, they will see the affordable one we have, and they just buy and live in.
Okay, so that was so wonderful. All right, I want to ask, how do you see real estate in Enugu in the next 5 to 10 years?
Wow, in the next 5-10 years, the real estate in Engr will overtake Port Harcourt, if not possible, close to Lagos.
Wow.
Because a lot is happening. Mind you that it's the Igbos that develop Abuja and Lagos.
True.
And now what we are facing now is a corona.
Exactly.
We have woken up from our slumber.
Yes.
We now know that we need to deliver our own eastern states. And the major attention and bulk of it is coming to Enugu, because the Igbos sees Enugu as the capital of eastern states. Most of the people that develop Enugu, that buy properties in Enugu, that live in Enugu, are not from Enugu. So is makes it to thrive, because Enugu give you this peace, give you this serene environment, and coupled with the infrastructure going on. Wow, we have a wonderful governor that is doing a lot. That is really doing a lot in Enugu State. So it's very encouraging for investors, because you can imagine, he made a statement a few months ago. He said, road infrastructure, road network is no more a prayer point. It shows that wherever you buy a home or a land, a road will meet you in that place. And this is where the avenue of this new Enugu is coming up. We have new Enugu phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. It shows that Enugu is expanding. So in the next 5 to 10 years, Enugu will be a mega city. And this is the best time for those to invest, those who are not in Enugu, to invest, because the rate of expansion is tremendously growing in Enugu.
It's going to be a mini Dubai.
The mini Dubai, yes, it's going to be a mini Dubai. So they should watch out for it. We are championing it as the REDAN chairman for the mini Dubai to come true. Thank you.
Okay, so what opportunity exists for investors in real estate?
Wow, before now, those that are not Igbos don't think of investing in Southeast. But okay, let me give you an instance now. I don't know how many of you know Stephen Akintayo, a Yoruba man, a GTEX home. I just read a few days ago that it's coming into Southeast Enugu. And you can imagine, for a Yoruba man coming to invest in East, it shows that they are now seeing what we here are saying. They want to come and partake in it. So, but we are already here. We're welcoming them to come, but we're going to arrange I got Nozigodo before Hanabata. So, I call them to come because we are building a robust city. And due to the expansion coming up, we can't do it alone. We need other people to come and invest. And this is the best time to come and invest in Enugu we are waiting for you. Me being the REDAN chairman, I'm waiting for you. Come.
He's waiting.
Thank you.
Are there any challenges in Enugu that you can advise the young people that wants to invest into it?
The challenges is bygone now, because the challenges is if you don't invest now, by the time you want to invest, it will be too expensive for you to invest. So when you invest now, you have keyed in, you're going to get a return on investments, because as the Enugu is expanding, as is appreciating, your return is coming faster. The bottleneck of registration before now has been cleared by this governor. We have Engr, Enugu State Registration System, that have made it easier for we to register a property within 24 hours, if possible 72 hours. So even the search and everything is coming, the bottleneck before then, and the fear that people have before now is being cleared, erode by this present governor, by what he's doing now. So it gives sense of courage, that if you're having fear before now, the land grabbing is no more in Enugu now. You can see Enugu is now peaceful, because this revocation that do happen before doesn't happen now. The governor interference with lands and everything, it has died down. So the tempo of fear that people develop now is died down. So this is the best time to do this. So I employ and encourage investors, come and do it now. We are going to assist you in any way you can. Thank you.
Okay, we have another question. How does the current state infrastructural development, we talk about the road, the water, how does it impact real estate here in Enugu State?
Well, the good thing is that we have a working governor that is making an impact. We have international airports, and it's coming into play in this administration, because of recent, I just learned that they are about to approve it, but they wanted more international hotels, like 5-star hotels that could accommodate people that will be on transit, investors, visitors, and the thing is, let me say 50 to 70% almost done. We have like the Nike Lake is coming up, the International Conference Center Hotel is coming up. The presidential is coming up. We'll have some like 2-3 private 5-star hotel that is coming up. These will make it a tourist state. But when you come into town, those that have class will have where to stay. And it will boost the international conference center, the international airports, and it's going to, with the state ambience, you can see the roads going on, the securities, all these things will give it a top notch for investors. So with all these things in place and what the current administration is doing, wow.
And we also have the upcoming international hospital.
Yes, coming up. Yes. And it shows that we are right for it at the moment. So, and Enugu will be a hub and capital of Nigeria very soon.
It's going to be the envy of all states.
The envy of all states for those who are not working.
That's
so
period.
I'm happy that we are part of this tremendously improvement going on now, and we hope it continues and give us the lift that everybody awaits and expects.
Amen.
Thank you.
Okay, so you said you were once in Lagos, right?
Yes.
And I believe that Lagos happens to be the developed state when it comes to real estate, and Enugu is like still developing. I've had some real estate agents or rectors talking about that it's better to invest in the developing area than the developed ones. So I want to know, can you compare Port Harcourt and Lagos with Enugu when it has to do with real estate investment?
Well, as you just mentioned, that developing area, I used to be in Lagos, and in Lagos, just from one local government to another local government, you don't know, because you have entered from Oshodi, I enter to Surulere, from Surulere, I enter to different local government because they are all developed. So now, when it comes to Enugu now, the governor has made everywhere urban. So in Nsukka, Udi, Owo, Eziago, Amechi, all these are urban. With this urban going on now, development will be seamless. You can imagine you can move from Enugu main town to Nsukka without even knowing, because very soon that whole axis will be developed. If you're going to Udi, Amechi, Eziago, all these places will be developed. So because it's urban, infrastructure will get to all those places. Government will plan towards the development. So when you invest now, you see that as the town is developing, as the development is moving, your investment will be growing because you invested earlier. So now, compared to, for those who didn't invest, because Lagos have developed a long time, so maybe people doesn't really have interest in real estate, or maybe have not really invested, but it has developed. It will be now expensive. But here, calm down. It's still relatively cheap where you can afford. When you invest now, then you expect the growth. As the state is moving, you are growing. Your income, your finances, your development is growing. So it's a plus for those that will invest now, because this urbanization that they have made the cities, the town, will really help in development. So because we that in real estate, they gave us more food to eat, because right now we can go to Eziago, Udi and do an estate. We can go to Nsukka and do an estate. So this will help in expanding the city. So for those that will invest now, they will reap it faster. So I employ those people to come to Enugu and do investment. Thank you.
Okay, so sir, we have this a little bit confusion on land agency and realtors. We don't know who are realtors, we don't know who are land agents, so they are kind of confusing. Could you please throw more light on that?
Well, let's assume that we have packaged the difference between realtors and agents. Back in the days when I was still young in real estate, some people that I do met them, they don't have an office, they don't have package, they stay under the tree, mango tree. When they finish an event, they will come back there. They don't really have where they represent. So there's some certain qualities you cannot find in them. Unlike realtors now, realtors are being trained, they are being affiliated with the developers. Realtors come for training. We spend money training the realtors. The developers spend money training the realtors. And the realtors are read wider now. They study, they put investment, they grow, they listen, they go for training. So there's a lot of difference between realtors and agents. Right now, the realtors we have now are smart. They are very knowledgeable on real estate because they read wider. They go for seminars, they go for training, and they know what it takes compared to even those agents that doesn't do much on their own. You can see the sales on realtors are more than even the agents because they are the Gen Z of real estate now. You can see some of the ones I have in my office and, that comes around for training. They can tell you the analytic of what is happening in the town. It's not like the normal old ways of doing real estate. So this is a big win for we that the developers, because we have less job to do now. It's just that whatever we're doing, we call them, they will come and we train them, educate them more, telling them what we do as a developer, telling them how to go about it, what they should look out for. We work in hand, and it's really a win-win for us too. So then and now is not the same. So thank you for realtors for coming into development with us.
Yeah, thank you. So it's more like the land agents, they should do more by attending all these programs. So
they can do more, so they can develop themselves, so they can know how of doing this
and meet up with the
meet up with the current trend.
So they wouldn't
because I don't know how many people might have experience dealing with these land agents. some people have complained terribly on the way they are being treated, that some of the agents will give someone a brief without even knowing about the brief they gave.
After the money.
They just after the money. But this rector will tell you what it takes, how it is, even take you there, explain things to you. But when you deal with some of all these agents, they don't even have a brief. They don't even know the property. They just, some of them will tell you, let's wait for the person that will take us there. I don't know how many of you have had that incident. They don't even know what they are selling. But the renters, you can't see that. They always want to know what they are selling. So there's a big difference. So,
Thank you.
So you rather advise our audience outside there to invest through the rectors than the agents?
Yes, I will say so, because there is this thing we teach our rectors, integrity, and we teach them, we try to abide some culture in them. So unlike the agent that doesn't have training, I can't really say much on the agent parts, but I know that the rectors are more credible. So I will advise some of our investors that wants to invest, go through rectors, because what they will show you, how you will deal with them, will give you peace of mind, because I believe they have some credibility in them compared to agents, because they have gone through enough training. That is what I would say.
Okay. So I don't know if we are left to give the rectors and the agents, then we'll say that agents are the uninformed rectors, kind of. They don't go for training.
Yes. Okay. I think that's it. That is it, because they have a lot to learn. Because I can tell you now, for an instance now, go to ESBS. There's one tree there. You see some of them there. Go to, there's different location. I don't want to start mentioning name. You see some of them there. Are they supposed to be there?
No.
Where are they getting the knowledge? Where are they getting the brief? How are they going to deal with it? When there's an issue, where do you locate them? Under the tree? No.
So that means your money is going to swim, because there's no trust.
You will not really get what you want, because, yes, as I said, there's no trust.
Because you might call them and they'll switch off their phones.
They may not be comfortable with it, because they don't have where to locate them. It's under the tree. How about if it's raining and you want to locate them? Where do you locate them?
Under the tree.
But when you're dealing with a rector, they're affiliated with a developer, an office where you can locate them. Credible people that people that matters in the real estate industry.
And whose businesses are registered.
And whose business is registered, and whose business has an integrity and stake image to protect. So they try to do the right thing.
Wow. Oh, so interesting. Okay, let's say I happen to be someone that fell into the hands of this so-called agent coming new into Enugu, because I was eager to invest after watching this podcast. And somehow, because currently it's like this agent, they are well packaged now.
Okay.
Yes, they are well packaged. You see them, some of them will put on tie and suit, and they speak good English. And you felt like, those people are up to, most of them even know what it takes to invest in Enugu. Yes, and they're so equal to the tax. And somehow I invest through them to get a property. Okay. And at the end of the day, I realized that they were scammers. Is there any way through your agency that I can recover my so-called money? Or will I just let it go like that?
Well, if it's through the agent, I don't know how you can recover. But if it's through the rectors, I can guarantee you that you will recover your money. Okay. Do you understand? Because the rectors is dealing with a credible company. So the probability of that recovering your money is very possible. But if it's the agent, you start by, where do you locate them from?
Nowhere.
So that's become the first, because this person changed his SIM card, it's become more difficult.
It's gone.
So that is why I advise investors to be more vigilant. Do your due diligence on how before you invest. You have so many companies you can invest on and use through their rectors. So ask questions. Thank you.
Ask questions. Thank you very much, sir. And at this juncture, we come to the end of today's podcast. We thank you very much, sir, for having you in our midst, in our studio. It's our utmost pleasure. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Peace.
Thank you for coming around, sir. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Destiny. It's quite interesting because real estate in 042, me being the chairman, I'm really particular and have interest that the real estate in this state thrives because we want to make difference for the real estate industry. And we are happy with what is going on with the industrialization, expansion of the state and the infrastructures and things in place, coming in place. It gives it a plus. So when people are seeing the testimony of what is happening, they will want to invest. And we are ready to welcome the investments. We are really in partnership with the state government. So we want to be partnership too with the investors. So let's meet and do it together.
The chairman has spoken. He's here. Come and register. So you don't forget to follow us on our handles, TikTok, WhatsApp, Facebook, and YouTube. Always click your subscribe button and you'll be notified. Thank you very much.